Welcome to the Daily History Podcast, where we peel back the layers of time to explore the rich tapestry of the past. Today's episode takes us to the mystical sands of ancient Egypt as we delve into the discovery and significance of Tutankhamun's tomb. Join us as we unveil the secrets of the young pharaoh's resting place and the legendary treasure trove within. Imagine walking along the Nile River over 3,000 years ago, amidst the grandeur of ancient Egypt. It's the 14th century BCE, and young Tutankhamun ascends the throne amid a period of political tension and religious revolution. During his reign, Egypt is a kingdom rich in culture, steeped in ritual, and sprawling with magnificent architectural feats. This era is marked by significant changes implemented by Tutankhamun's predecessor Akhenaten, who upended the traditional pantheon in favor of the sun deity Aten, shaking the foundation of Egypt's spiritual life. Upon taking the throne, Tutankhamun faces the challenge of restoring the old order, a move that entwines his name with the resurgence of the worship of Amun and the other gods of Egypt. The sovereignty of a pharaoh was far more than merely a political role. It was a pivotal religious position as well. Tutankhamun, meaning the living image of Amun, was seen as the intermediary between the gods and his people. His role was to maintain the divine order, Ma'at, ensuring the prosperity and stability of his kingdom. The reverence for pharaohs such as Tutankhamun in the historical narrative underscores their divine status and critical role in shaping ancient Egyptian civilization. Let's delve into the sands of Egypt to a fateful day that would bring the ancient world back to life. Before the grand unveiling, our tale begins with Howard Carter, a man driven by relentless curiosity and determination. Born in 1874 in Norfolk, England, his fascination with antiquities took root early. Carter's hands first brushed the ruins of antiquity as an artist, but it was his sharp mind that ultimately led him to the role of an archaeologist. Carter's odyssey spanned years, his name becoming synonymous with an obsessive search for what seemed like a myth, the tomb of a forgotten boy king, Tutankhamun. The year 1922 marked the zenith of his pursuit. With funding almost exhausted, it was to be Carter's last season in the Valley of the Kings. Then, on the 4th of November, a step cut into rock unearthed the promise of discovery. And there it was, a sealed doorway, untouched for millennia, bearing the royal seals of Tutankhamun. After years in shadows, Carter's moment in the sun had arrived. With Lord Carnarvon, his patron, at his side, they breached the ancient threshold on November 26th. Peering into the gloom, Carter's first glimpse of the antechamber ignited a sensation felt around the world. Peering through the hole, when asked if he could see anything, his famous reply was, "Yes, wonderful things." The initial reactions were a mix of disbelief and rapture. Newspapers clamored to cover the story, broadcasting to an incredulous audience that the 18th dynasty of Egypt had resurfaced. Howard Carter had resurrected Tutankhamun from the annals of history, setting off a worldwide phenomenon. Academics marveled, the public was mesmerized, and the world of archaeology would never be the same. The year 1922 thus became etched in the collective memory as the year the Golden Pharaoh was reborn. As we peer deeper into the shadowed corners of Tutankhamun's tomb, our eyes are met with a cavalcade of treasures beyond imagination. From golden chariots to alabaster vases, each artifact tells its own tale of royal opulence and the craftsmanship achieved in the 18th dynasty. Among the trove, the iconic golden mask of Tutankhamun commands immediate awe, its precious materials and artistry speaking volumes about its ceremonial significance. The mask, meant to ensure the pharaoh's safe passage into the afterlife, showcases the pinnacle of ancient Egyptian goldsmithing. Weighing in at around 11 kilograms of solid gold, the visage of the young king is captured in a serene expression, eyes inlaid with quartz and obsidian. This masterwork, adorned with a spell from the Book of the Dead, was believed to protect the spirit and encapsulate the divine connection of the pharaohs to their deities. The contents of the tomb are not merely a collection of belongings, but a narrative scripted in material form, woven with symbolism. The gilded throne, the heart scarabs, and the guardian statues, all serve as integral parts of a ritualistic mosaic. Each artifact carries inscribed spells or images, enabling Tutankhamun's journey to the underworld, emphasizing an ancient culture that viewed death as a complex spiritual transition rather than a mere end. The discovery of this tomb in 1922 also sheds light on the historical significance of the burial rites and the civilization's attachment to the concept of eternity. As we marvel at the treasures found in this historic vault, the artifacts stand as a testament to the meticulous dedication of the ancients to honor their king and ensure his immortality among the stars. Stepping into the world of ancient Egypt, we are welcomed by an array of enigmatic practices and beliefs. These are etched deeply into the walls and artifacts within the tomb of Tutankhamun, offering valuable insights into the spiritual and ceremonial life of an ancient civilization. The pharaoh's burial site, intact and teeming with ritualistic significance, opens a regal window into the sophisticated practices surrounding death and the afterlife in 14th century BCE. Unveiling the tomb's contents has allowed archaeologists and historians to contemplate the symbolism and purpose behind the vast array of items buried alongside the young pharaoh. These range from the ornate chariots to the miniature figurines known as ushaptis, intended to serve the king in his journey beyond life. The royal rituals, meticulously safeguarded within the sepulchre, reflect a belief system that revered the gods and immortalized their kings. Painted and carved amulets, as well as texts from the revered Book of the Dead, were intended to guide Tutankhamun into the afterlife, ensuring his safe passage and acceptance by the pantheon of ancient Egyptian deities. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb also casts light on the intricate processes of mummification, a technique symbolizing the Egyptian mastery over mortality and their reverence for the deceased. The care taken in preserving the body illustrates a deep-seated conviction that physical preservation was essential to the soul's eternal journey. Further study of the tomb's layout and the positioning of the king's resting chamber within it reveal a cosmological alignment with the stars, epitomizing ancient Egyptians' connection with the celestial and the divine. These revelations, while centered around a single tomb, offer a broader understanding of an empire that stood the test of time, steeped in the rich complexities of ritualistic art and mythology. The hermetically sealed tomb of the boy king Tutankhamun opened in 1922, not just to unveil its hidden treasures, but to unleash a sweeping wave of fascination that radiated far beyond the dunes of the Valley of the Kings. This phenomenon, widely termed as Tut Mania, began its infiltration into the cultural fabric of the Roaring Twenties, an era already noted for its eagerness to embrace the novel and the exotic. As tales of the pharaoh's curse and rumors of glittering gold captured the public imagination, the impact on the arts was undeniable. The rich motifs and vibrant iconography associated with the tomb's findings started to reflect in the fashion, with Egyptian patterns and scarab beetles adorning clothing and jewelry. This visual trend blossomed into an architectural echo, with structures like the Egyptian Theater in Hollywood, and even the Art Deco movement, displaying clear influences from the ancient Egyptian aesthetic. The influence of Tutankhamun's discovery also extended to literature and entertainment. Mystery novels, stage performances, and later, films began weaving stories around the mystique of Egyptian tombs and the allure of ancient curses. This Tut Mania became a staple for sparking intrigue and drawing audiences, ushering in an era of entertainment deeply infatuated with the pharaoh's legacy. Fast forward to contemporary times, and ancient Egypt still holds a revered place in modern culture. From classroom history lessons to blockbuster movies like the Mummy franchise, the intrigue surrounding Tutankhamun continues to thrive. Museums around the globe vie to showcase replicas or actual pieces from the young king's assemblage, and these exhibitions consistently draw crowds, proving the undiminished allure of this ancient civilization and its most famous son. The echoes of Tutankhamun's legacy clearly resonate with as much fervor today as they did nearly a century ago. The saga of Tutankhamun, a tale written in gold and shrouded in mystery, continues to unfold even a century after his tomb's discovery. Researchers and archaeologists work meticulously, employing cutting-edge technology to study the young pharaoh's remains and the myriad treasures that were buried alongside him. Radiographic imaging and DNA analysis have heralded a new chapter in unearthing his life story and the health challenges he may have faced. As we marvel at the legacy left behind by Tutankhamun, we must also address the efforts to conserve it for generations to come. The Egyptian government, along with international organizations, takes great care to preserve these relics. The conservation not only secures the physical survival of these artifacts, but also ensures that the historical knowledge they carry remains intact. Detailed climatic control within the display cases, meticulous restoration of damaged items, and the fight against the ravages of time and tourism are as vital as the initial discovery itself. Amid the sands of the desert, the allure of Tutankhamun endures. His reign may have been brief, and his impact on his own era somewhat limited, but today, his name resonates as a symbol of ancient Egypt's grandeur. This fascination goes beyond the realm of academics. It touches the hearts of people around the world, stirring a sense of wonder and curiosity about the ancient civilization that once flourished along the Nile. It is this universal appeal that drives the passionate dedication to seeing Tutankhamun's story and that of ancient Egypt preserved for the future. As we draw this episode to a close, let's reflect on the legacy of Tutankhamun, a boy king whose life and treasures were buried under the desert sands for millennia. We've journeyed together through the tale of his discovery, marveled at the splendor of the artifacts found within his tomb, and pondered over the ancient rituals and customs that his resting place has brought to light. The artifacts uncovered, from the iconic golden mask to the numerous amulets and chariots, have not only provided a glimpse into Tutankhamun's life, but also into the broader tapestry of ancient Egypt. They invite us to consider the remarkable skills and artistic prowess of the craftsmen of the time, along with the deep-rooted religious beliefs of an empire that has long since faded from the annals of history. In contemplating the ongoing mysteries and unanswered questions that remain, we're reminded that history is a living, breathing dialogue between the past and the present. Each discovery, such as that of the young pharaoh's tomb, opens the door to new understanding and fuels our curiosity for what lies hidden beneath layers of dust and hieroglyphs, waiting to be rediscovered. So let's carry the conversation forward, allowing the stories of yesterday to illuminate our today and tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on this historic journey through the sands of time. If today's adventures with the Boy King have enthralled you, subscribe and leave a comment below with your musings and suggestions for future expeditions into history. Remember, the topic with the most likes could be the centerpiece of our next adventure. Your insights drive our explorations, so let's keep unraveling history together. Until next time, keep the past alive in your thoughts and conversations. Farewell, dear listeners.